And great day, great day. Welcome in. It is indeed another day for us to come together and do some things that are spiritual. Speak spiritually. See what's happening, what's going on, and what we're going to do today. I'm excited to be here. Of course, if you have not met me, I am Marian Sista Efua. I am here for you to support you along the journey and allow you to have some conversations about some things that we haven't done in a long time. So I want to make sure that everybody is here. Come on in, get yourself a seat as I finish getting myself organized. Absolutely, positively, so it is. So let's get started. So today is Wednesday, and I want to share a couple of things with you because I think that sometimes we don't understand like what that means when we say that we are in service and we're trying to make sure everything happens. We're not sure how to go about it. So I want to talk a little bit about that today. I did pull out a couple of cards of what I wanted to show and how I wanted to get there. So we're going to invite some people in, making sure that everyone's aware that we are here for Spiritual Tea Time with Sista Efua. Absolutely, positively. So it is. So let's get started. Let's get this party started. So I want to talk about a little bit about the chakras. I haven't spoke about that in a long time, and I want to do it because I think that sometimes we misconstrue what it is we're supposed to be doing and how it all plays out in our life, right? And so one of the things that I'm thinking about is that as we go forward, you know that you have your energy fields. We know that we have our individual vortexes and we have the nuclei of our cells and we have the mitochondria doing the work. But then also we have these little energy centers that run through the meridian lines, or the lines that kind of cross an intersection, bridge across us. So simultaneously, these meridians are running through our body. But also on these meridians, we're also finding ourselves engaging in these energy centers, right? If you can imagine like some mini fans that are there that are rotating energy, that are emanating, our spirituality and our divinity, and then our knowings that we have, the way we speak, the confidence and the trust we have in what we speak, which is our truth. And over here in our throat chakra, then we go down into our heart and then into our solar plexus, our sacral and our root, and then our Pluto underneath. So you know that I did a card set and it's called Sista's Inspirational Chakra Deck. And it is really about bringing harmony. So what I did was I went a little deeper, not saying that you've never seen this before, but I'm sharing that. So today I was moved to pull a card, and the card that I just kind of randomly pulled, it was from here, about the solar plexus. And again, that's right above your belly button. It's about action. It's about doing. And the color is yellow. So I pulled this card for us on today before, and it says, I am decisive and intentional. So that means you can make decisions. Welcome in. You can make decisions. You can begin to do things that need to matter. And then, of course, in my deck, I include this because what's the point of telling someone to be intentional if they don't understand how they know? And so it goes into, and it reads like this. It says the solar plexus, self-worth, peace, and power. A lot of us are seeking for peace. A lot of us want to be accepted for our worth, or we feel like we're not worthy of things. It's your solar plexus. That's where the action. You get that. You get the groundedness, the security, the identity in your root chakra, and then you move up into feeling and believing it. And then while you get to the solar plexus, it's time for you to actually get into it and start acting as a result of what you believe and know to be your roots and your security. And so the body parts that are impacted are our stomachs, our spleen, our pancreas, liver, gallbladder, and small intestine. And if you ever think about it, whenever you having an issue, whenever you feel nervous about making a decision, somebody makes you feel uncomfortable, the first place we feel it is in our gut, in our abdominal area. When this solar plexus is in harmony now, in harmony, meaning that you're in tune and you are aware, You're gonna feel a sense of power, a sense of self-control, some joy, some pride. Um, you'll feel your self-worth. You'll feel courageous, right? You'll feel that you are so worthy. You'll have determination, and your digestive system, you'll be digesting food without any of the constipation or diarrheas or upset stomachs that we usually have. And your metabolism is strong, and so you're able to process the foods that you're eating. But when you're in disharmony, you start feeling that you're unworthy of things, that you're bothering people, that it's impossible for you to take action. There's constipation, there's irritable bowel syndrome, there's eating disorders, whether no matter what it is, if you're fasting incorrectly, if you are gorging, whatever it is you're doing, right? Ulcers, diabetes, pancreas, liver, and your colon are going to be greatly impacted. So when you're dealing with this solar plexus and it's time for you to get into action and be decisive, to make a decision, to choose, to make a choice, to honor more of who you are, that's where the conflict is going to come in. And I know we're all are guilty of this. Yes, we're all guilty of this indecisiveness that comes about sometimes because we're not certain how people are going to receive it or how it's going to impact our life, right? The consequences, the after effect of the consequence. So when we're doing that, we just want to make sure that we consider that today we're focusing on our solar plexus. What do I need to do? What do I need to do? What do I need to do? Even if it means I need to stop doing something, right? Or what do I need to make a decision about? What do I need to choose? Do I need to choose myself over the longevity? Do I need to choose myself over the money? Do I need to choose my health, my wealth, my stability, my continence over, right, the pain of revisiting over and over and over again, or the anxiety of not making a decision and going for it? Sometimes it just simply means that we know that we should be doing something, but we don't do it because we're afraid to. Absolutely, positively, so it is. All right. Any questions, comments about the solar plexus? I'm just going down the list. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being here for Spiritual Tea Time. I'm excited to be here with y'all. Today's kind of a lazy day for me up until today. I really was busy cleaning. Let me tell you something about that. For me, that was my due. Going through my office, going through my bedroom, going through my closet these last 3 days and really getting rid and purging away things that I really don't need. Now, I buy a lot of quality stuff and I buy a lot of unique things, but sometimes you have to be honest and say, do I really, really need to have this continuously around? Can I share that energy, that continence of that item with someone else? Because when I make room, when I get rid of things, more things come in. That was for somebody here. You needed to know that when you let go of some things, that means something else, you're making room for something else. Ooh, okay. Now y'all know I believe in cartomancy. This is a woman. It's a diamond card, and diamonds is about stability, money, opportunities, skills, things like that. So this person is saying, excuse me, 1 second. So this card is a queen, is a queen, right? And this would be like the Empress of Pentacles, right? The one who's about money and about opportunities and evolvement and growth and standing in that power, right? When you stand in as a queen, you see, she's equitable on every stage. She's in harmony. She's moving. So some of us need to get ready. And again, going right back to being able to do with that solar plexus. Here's the queen telling you, now you're going to start doing what a queen should be doing, pursuing your opportunities, pursuing your wealth, standing in your beauty and your power, standing in your self-worth, allowing yourself to go. I know people are going to be shocked when they come in here because I'm going to get in and get out. I went over an hour last time. It's only supposed to be 30 minutes that we're on this live. And I went an hour. If you want to have a private reading, you can text the number that's on the screen. I went out the country, I hit something, and now my Cash App is not working and my PayPal is not working. So whatever I did when I took some money when I was out the country, It has done something. So I got to prove myself to these people and keep it going. Don't forget to like and share the live. Don't forget to like and share the live. Let's see what else is coming out about this queen and us getting into action, us believing. Oh, wow, not one, but two. Okay, I'm here. Oh, these are still good cards, right? 10, completion, right? Complete harmony. So if you stand in your energy, you'll get exactly what you need: your money, your success, your accolades that you're waiting for, the position you're trying to acquire, the conversations you need to have. And then it gave us this too, which is more opportunities, more abundance, more prosperity. And I want to say it just like that. Abundance doesn't always mean money. Abundance means that you're able to walk into places. So you're going to get some opportunities. You're going to have to make some more decisions. Some more decisions, y'all. You understand? So sometimes when we are moving, it is important for us to consider where it is we're going. We got to stop thinking that everything is going to come really fancy and very specific. If you want specifics, then take the time to invest and come find out how this actually relates to you. But these are all great cards about getting into action and when you get into action, you're going to stand in your power. You're going to stand in your position and power. You're going to stand and you're going to own this thing, and you're going to begin to honor more of who you are. Welcome in. Don't forget to like and support the live. Thank you. And so we're here in this queen. Even if you're a guy, that means you got to stand in your power. You got to recognize that you have the ability to create your wealth, your abundance, and your prosperity in activation. But if you're not recognizing this energy, if you're standing back waiting for somebody else to give you permission, yes, there's a king above it, but the queen is the action door. That's what it's saying. Here we go. And then here's your satisfaction, completion. Everything's in harmony. Everything's done. Everything's coming together. You've manifested it. It's coming. It's in action. You're flowing in it. You're sitting still. You're in your life seat of harmony. And then here it is again, confirmation. But you got to make some decisions around here. You got to decide. You got to choose to see the opportunities. You got to choose to be focused. You got to choose to get into action. You got to choose to have a little bit of choice. See, do two. When you have two items to choose for, it calls for you to make a decision. That's a dilemma. So you got to make a choice based upon how you feel and who you know you are. Absolutely. Yep. That's how it is. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking. I am Sista Efua. Thanks for being here. If you're just now coming in for the first time, it's going to be a great conversation. We talk about all things spiritual, esoterical, metaphysical, so that we can have an improved life, an expanded life, an exponential existence is what I call it. Understanding that while everything is spiritual and everything is energy, it may not necessarily need us to be in that realm to manifest and get things, but it definitely needs us to be willing and to get into action and to trust that we have the ability to fulfill and acquire that very thing that dropped into us. If we can accept chaos, then we can accept calm. If we can accept breakups, we can accept unity. This is what I'm talking about when I say stand in your energy and be decisive. Now, it just popped in me. And it said that somebody is trying to decide about a relationship. Somebody has been playing low. Let me tell you something. If you are a flame, what's that song? That saying, like a moth to a flame, drawn to me like a moth to a flame. A moth loves the light, the warmth of that flame. But if it gets too close, it dies. Even those little zapper lights they do for bugs. Do they still make those? I wouldn't know. They're coming in because they see something bold and bright. That's you. And so is that who you are, then that means you got to know people are going to be drawn to you. And when they come, you got to set the tone of how they deal with you. Please take a moment and like the live. We greatly appreciate it. Tell 5 friends, 5 frenemies, 5 people you love, and 1 stranger that we're here doing Spiritually Speaking. Here's the time for us to have a conversation about topics that really matter for us, for our spiritual, mental, emotional, physical growth, being able to put ourselves in a better position, leveraging our skills and talents and abilities. See, I don't separate my spiritual gift from the physical realm, because that's my role, is to bridge the physical to the spiritual. And if you going to getting readings and you reading yourself and you getting tarot cards and everything is always doomsday, something's wrong with that. If every divination is telling you somebody trying to kill you and you got a curse on your family, one of your family lines, something ain't right with that. You got to stop and ask yourself, when does it become a choice that you keep accepting those stories? Because you have to recreate your story. You are the writer. You are the co-manifester. That's why I tell you, when you move from that first stage of everything has happened to me, I have no control. It just is what it is. It's in my genes. It's how it's always been and how it's going to be. When you believe that, that's what you manifest. That's why I tell people, if you're afraid of love, then you're going to have love. Case study, just really quickly. I had a client come to me and tell me, oh, I have a I said, what's up? She said, I have a tendency. I need you because I have a tendency. Or I have what did she say? How did she say it? But basically she said, I got a habit of picking the wrong guy. And I said, really? I said, so when did you discover this? She said, when I got my heart broke this last time. And I started probing her. And I said, first and foremost, you don't have a habit. You make choices to choose people that don't see your value the way you see their value. If someone doesn't want you, why is that a heartbreak? First of all, you can't break your heart. Your heart is a muscle. You can bruise it. You can squeeze it. You can strain it. But if someone shows you they don't want you, that doesn't mean that your value or your worthiness is less. It means that you're not their preference. And be grateful that that person has told you that before you invest time, body, spirit, and resources into a relationship that cannot go anywhere but be one-sided. Unequally reciprocity of energy is not good. At all. Are you here with me? If you're here with me, type a 1 so I know somebody's here with me. For some reason, sometimes it feels like I can't see everybody. So if you're still here, please type a 1. I see a bunch of people in here. Let me know you're here. Let me know you're here. Let me know you're here. So that's what we're talking about. Getting into action. Stop living in the past. Stop worrying about what was and what somebody said and what somebody promised you and they didn't fulfill. What are you promising yourself? What do you believe? Do you understand? I teach this at the Eternal Life Center for Spiritual Advancement. It's not a conflict to understand that there's something greater than us, that is our initial source, universe, God, Allah, Yahweh, whichever term you need to put there, Mother, Father, Sky, whatever term fits for you. Right? That's there. And within that is also galactic, cosmic, and ancestral forces. And within that is you. And you are the exact emanation and likeness of that. And you have all the attributes. So like I told that young person who came to me, your heart cannot be broken unless you choose to create a reality where your heart breaks. Unless you choose to create a reality where you construct a heart or you create a belief that forms a law that creates a system that creates a heart within you that is able to break. Are y'all with me or y'all with me? Because your beliefs form laws, and laws create reality, frameworks of your reality. That's why they have that saying, if you think it and believe it, you can achieve it. So a man thinketh that, so he is. I think we need to start, going back to that stuff. Everybody wants a quick answer, but you got to do the work too. You got to become that fertile, high, plentiful energy field to receive whatever is coming your way so that when it gets there, it's activated. It's activated and the vibrational frequency begins to go through your energy field and affect the atmospheric energy fields. And you begin to bring forth and create that which you desire within your vortex. You know, that's what it's about. That's what it's about. That's why I'm kind of happy. I was very excited to see the solar plexus come up, because we're also in a time where astrologically some things are happening that you need to be prepared for. Like I told y'all, don't run from retrograde. Don't run from Jupiter. Don't run from Mercury. Don't run from Sagittarius or Cap. Don't run when the moons are changing around. Don't run. Get quiet and find out what is it that you need to get, produce, allow, or stop producing, or stop allowing. At the end of the program, what do I say? It's only a bad dream until you believe it. A dream is nothing unless you put energy, efforts, and resources behind it to make it real. Yep. Somebody said to me, "Oh, I was just coming to get a reading." Well, if you want a reading, then you should get the fields ready to receive your reading. The more interaction, the more energy that I feel from people, the deeper I can go. Not even deeper, because deeper, there really is no depth in the spirit realm. There's no depth in the spirit realm. Let me go deeper. No, you're not going deeper. You're just revealing more. The person is, no, let me stop talking. Anyway, how y'all doing today? Where y'all at? What city y'all in? What city y'all in? Just tell me y'all city today. Let me know what city. I see some familiar names and faces popping up on the side of the screen. Welcome, YouTube. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, if you have not, the third week of September. Hey, the third week of September, that Friday, starting at 3 p.m. on Friday. I always said the third weekend. Y'all smart. Y'all brilliant. Y'all can figure it out. I don't have the dates because I got another event in my head. The third weekend in September, I'll be hosting a soul sabbatical. It is only open to 4 individuals. 4 individuals, because this intensive soul sabbatical is truly a soul sabbatical. It is an opportunity for you to come and take care of 1 of 3 tracks. You can come into the sacred medicine track, where you'll be able to have an assessment of your health and your body, and we'll do some sacred medicinal medicine and herbs to support you in moving and getting some clarity through some things. We also will have a track that is simply to relax, where you come and we work through some modalities that keep you relaxed and give you some exercises. And I'm saying exercises as in mind exercises, as well as body movements that allow you to reset, to recharge, and to rest and relax. We put you in some sleep therapy that allows you to do that, and some aromatherapy and other herbal treatments that allow you to relax even more and release and restore and revitalize yourself. And the last track is the ancestral track, where you kind of have an opportunity to learn some traditional ways and processes, right? Everybody will get a little bit of everything, but we also are inclusive of our herbal teas, of our spiritual baths, things like that, having oracle readings, things like that. That's what happens in that track, and you can connect to your ancestors. Now, let me just preface this and say, just because you want to see great grandmama don't mean you're going to see great grandmama. It may not be great grandmama you need to meet. That's why I said that movie, the best part of that second Black Panther movie, or maybe it's the third, I don't recall, the one when the sister takes over and she takes the flower and she goes to the ancestor realm and she sees her cousin, who was so-called such an evil person, but she needed him. She needed that warrior. She needed that ruthlessness. She needed to pull that power out. She didn't need her mother's coaxing her and charming her and petting her. She needed someone to be like, go out there and do what you got to do. I'm giving you all the power. Okay? I'm giving you all the power. So that's what we're going to be talking about. All right. What time is it? Oh, time is almost up. Post y'all questions. Spiritually speaking, I had some issues with the second movie, but I'm an anthropologist, I'm a historian, and I'm a spiritualist. So, imagery and words are very important to me. And some of the things they did and some of the way they presented it, you can tell it was too Hollywoodish. So Stan Lee is gone, the original writer, Stan Lee. That movie is based upon a comic book, and they just kind of had some liberation with the original text, but it's okay. Yeah. All right. but we're glad that it came out, right? All right, let's keep going. If you have a question, comment for me, it could be on something spiritual. It could be your personal. Please don't ask me, what do I have coming for me? Be very specific on what you want, because our time is very slow. Time is very slow. So we got 5 folks, but come on, y'all. Like the live for me. Somebody just text me and say, I'm coming. Please don't leave. You better get in here. I don't want to waste time, energy, and resources, because it's eating up my time that I have to record. So if you have a question, go ahead and drop it. If you have a question, go ahead and drop it. Don't wait. And again, make sure you go over to our website. If you're not doing anything on Sundays, come and join us. 8:45 is meditation. Arizona currently Pacific time. And then we do a sacred service where we chat it out, learn things, talk about things, inspirational readings, and a teaching that allows us to become more in line with what we're doing in our academy. Yep. No questions? Okay. Well, I'm going to log off. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you for sharing it out. Those of you that shared it out, those that are coming aboard, we'll be back here on Friday. Actually, we won't be back here on Friday. Excuse me. We'll be back here on Saturday. We'll be back here on Saturday for the Saturday sit down. And you can come and join us again. Thank you to everyone who came out to participate. This is indeed an honor and a pleasure to serve you. Remember what we talked about today. Get into action, stand in your power, start doing what has to be done. Do what has to be done. Be intentional, be decisive, right? Standing in your authority, in your position, making sure you see the opportunities, the wealth, and the financial stability that is coming your way, that is already with you, actually, if you want to tell the truth, if we actually want to tell the truth, right? And then this is a fulfillment, the completion, to get the accomplishments, to get the accolades, to get the promotion, to get the cash in alignment, right? And then this is about, again, making the choice to keep it going. Because sometimes what happens is we will stop, we will, get what we desire, what we want, and then we just shut down. We stop doing the very thing we were doing when we first got it, right? When you win the gold, you don't just say, okay, I want a gold, so I'm never going to train and practice anymore. No, you get ready for the next gold. And then you move from just having 1 gold medal to 2, and so on and so forth, right? Athletes want 4 or 5 championship rings, 4 or 5, So you have to get ready. So just get ready. Thank you all for being here again for Spiritually Speaking. We'll be back here live. Again, if you want to do a private session, please text the number that's on the screen, and we will send you the link for you to schedule your private reading. And you'll be able to get to what you desire and need from Spirit Realm. If you want to sign up for the Academy, remember the Academy is $297. That's what I said, $297 for the entire year. $297 for the entire year. You get access to the Academy, the private Facebook group, and then we're also going to have some opportunities when you come into our classroom, our virtual classroom, and some people will be in person. It also gives you an opportunity to attend workshops, trainings, and other classes, master classes, at not the full price. So you get a little bit of a discount because you're doing that. If you want to be a practitioner and really figure out how to be in service with your gifts and get more in tune with your own service, that all happens in the Academy, right? Because it won't happen if you buy a 1-hour reading. I can start the process, but it really is about you tapping in. Also, as you know, we talk about EFA. EFA is part of our process. If you want to learn more about that, you can get involved with that. But that all happens in the Academy. All right. Hey, love. I want you to tap into that energy you had. You are fine. Don't be a worry word. When you worry, You wasting your energy instead that you can be putting on what it is you want to happen. And not that just what you want to happen, but what you know you deserve to happen. Right? Don't get thrown off. Don't get thrown off. Okay? Everything will balance out and continue to grow this evening. You'll be fine. You also need to take a little bit of a rest too. Yeah. I mean, and we all do. We all do. We all do. You know, that's a continuum. Growth and unfoldment and expansion are continuums. We have to do that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Shia, what do you want to focus on? I feel like you're dealing with relationship stuff. I feel like you're dealing with relationship stuff. And see, and part of the issue, and the spirit said, because you don't want to voice what your challenges are, you can't get the support you need from spirit. Spirit wants to give you the things, but they're asking you to go ahead and say it. Don't be afraid that you're going to miss out on what you think you're going to lose. You will have an abundance of peace and good health. You will have an abundance of security in your life. And I'm only allowed to say the word security for you. Okay? You will have it. But you have to speak it out of your mouth. You have to speak it out of your mouth. The thing that you would like to see a shift, a change in, and to end. Some things got to end. That card we pulled today about doing and standing in your authority. Let me see, can I pull these cards back? Oh, I'm knocking everything down. Standing in your authority for your opportunities, your value, your worth. And this card is telling you the same thing. Be decisive, be intentional. What is it that I really want from this situation? What am I expecting to get? Am I putting in too much energy that's blocking me from having my fulfillment, my completion, my wholeness, my oneness? Yeah. So decide, make the decision. Make the decision. I think I said something earlier about somebody's relationship is really pulling them and making you second guess your value. Not sure. Okay. All right. Let's see. You know what they are. And I think I spoke to you about this before, about, stay on the peripheral, heal yourself, but be supportive to your children. Don't insert yourself too much. Yes, everybody's going to grieve, Everybody grieves, whether you're with the person or not. You're going to grieve. You're going to have a moment. And when you have their children, you especially are impacted because now you know that there's an importance to keep that legacy, that memory alive. And you almost have to put aside everything, even your challenges that you have with that person, even the unfinished conversations that you have to become a part. That's one thing I tell people. I said, never let numbers, never let people, never let events and circumstances take away your journey. If you've done something that was incomplete, then you go back and you complete it. Yeah. Absolutely. A possible relationship I'm considering. Okay. Yeah, don't sacrifice yourself. Don't sacrifice yourself. But you can't be, you don't have to. If you cry, what does that take away? If you cry, what does that take away? If you mourn, if you take a gasp, what that says is that you're a human and that you were able to still continue to extend love and harmony and peace to someone who has transitioned from the mortal coil, that is genetically connected to someone you still love, appreciate, and in charge of. I'm saying this for a reason, y'all. No one controls your emotions. Emotions are there to grow you, protect you, and give you relief. If you need to release, release. Don't see it that way. It's not either or. It's not either or, lovey. Hey, baby. How are you? And how are you? Are you with me? So have your time. I'm not saying become, so overwhelmed that you can't function or that it causes them to grieve your grieving. Yeah. Are you getting what I'm saying? Thank you, lovey. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Are you digging what I'm saying? All right. All right. Sounds like a good welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing that, Jimmy. We appreciate you. Absolutely. Jelani says, do I see some opportunities for you in the month of September? I feel like the month of September is just kind of like a month for you to really like get organized and have a plan. I keep seeing this spiral notebook. It looks like it might be a light colored, like swirl marble or something. I see like oranges and purples and whites and that kind of a thing, like that swirl type purple. But whatever you need to write down, whatever you're afraid to write down, you need to write it down. I definitely see you getting on another plane. And I know we talked about that, about your trip. But I'm going to tell you again, get out your head. Quit comparing and asking if everybody going to understand. They're not going to understand. This journey for you is taking you out of a pattern that is kind of like we only go so far and then we stop and we get distracted and we blame it on something, somebody's death, somebody's baby, the dog died. I hit my toe on the bottom of the bed before, so I can't get on the plane. Like you are not allowed to allow anything to stop you from having this energy in the month of September. I choose. I just heard my theme for the September month. I choose to make my choices to benefit my vision, my purpose. Absolutely. Is there anything ahead for the career front? Jimmy, did you just apply for something or it feels like it's internal? You work with something with computers, like where you sit at a desk? I want to say almost accountings, or you doing something with numbers or balancing something? Because that's what I see for you. You have light around you, but it's not an urgency. It's not an urgency for you to move for your career at this present moment. It's almost like they're saying, I want him to understand we're guiding him. Like whatever this confusion, and I see it's like somebody's looking over your back and da 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 da. But that's okay. They're just trying to figure out why you're so damn good. See, when you're good at something, it's very free. You got to know how to pace yourself. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. The position I feel like won't come through until November. I seen the word November. Yeah. It is yeah, you just got to pace yourself because you be like, yeah. And they like, so all they do is go, what the heck? How's that happen? How's that possible? So they're also afraid and they know that you're not going to stay because they can't give you the growth that they desire, that you need. Don't forget to like and share the live, y'all, for me, okay? They call this day hump day, right? They call this day hump day. Yeah. So that's what's going on, Jimmy, but not until November. Again, if you want to talk to me one-to-one, send a text message to this number here. I'm also on WhatsApp. So this number that's scrolling at the bottom of the screen, the 480-269-1038, will also connect with me on WhatsApp. So you're able to connect with me and get your private readings. Get your private readings. Don't make me quote the prices because I don't remember. And if you are in a country that does mobile money, talk to me. We have Telecel, MTN. I prefer MTN. And you can send it to me through MTN, even if you have Orange or Telecel or AfriCell. Mm-hmm. Hey, you asked me, Jimmy. What you want me to do, Jimmy? You asked, and you will get exactly what Spirit wants you to know, right? Okay, cool. So if ever you want to have a private reading and explore some more regarding that or some other opportunities, but like I said, I saw November being the date. And also, just like I said, just calm down and chill, slow yourself down so you can embrace and hear and see and get a few of the little joys that you can take. Right? I know you want to zoom and get stuff done and go, but you locked in because you're scheduled. All right. What do you want to know, Kanisha? Let's focus in. I need you to start taking care of your health better. That's for sure. I need you to stop letting people affect your energy, letting people come into your mental space and rest for so long. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Kanisha, you are not a twin. And even if you were a twin, right, every twin has their own personalities, their own likes and dislikes. And sometimes twins like to be alone. You bringing trouble into your own self, Kanisha, because you are worried about how other people are going to be. You might be a problem solver, but you're not a caregiver. Don't think physical, think emotionally and spiritually, right? That's how that go. That's how that go. Okay. That's what I got for you. It's telling me to tell you that. Take care of your health. It's back in my face again. Wow. Yeah, you have to. And are you starting to do like doodles or sketches or something? Or you're going to do like we used to call them mind maps back in the day when I worked at the university, we did mind mapping. You take an idea and you put in the center, or a goal you put in the center, and then you start saying all the parts that go to it, and then you break it down even more so you can get to the steps. That's kind of how you have to do it. They have different names for it, but we called it mind mapping. I know. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so y'all got me to 45 minutes today. That was okay. Yeah, I just don't want to do more than an hour because it really, then we got to edit down and try to figure out. And so I try not to have any dead time while we're here. Thank you all for being here again. Like I said, keep on. Once I get consistent again, then the algorithm will keep letting us know that we're here. Monday, we had a great conversation with Mawu, who's Ewe in Ghana in the Volta region, and he came in talking about things that were spiritual and traditional practices and how we can set up our ancestral altar and why it's important to deal with our ancestors. And I'm gonna tell you again, I'll post up some of the pieces, but some of you were here. If not, it should still be posted on Spiritually Speaking with Sister E's page, and you can go and you can have a conversation, go back and revisit it. Thanks again for being here. Again, you can join me for a soul sabbatical in September. The third weekend in September is limited to 4 people. How many? 4. If you want a seat, you can come in. I haven't decided if I'm going to do the virtual, because how do you take the medicine? How do you go through the sleep therapy? How do you go through the trauma disconnect, right? How will you experience fully the ancestor support that we need to give you in order to do it? So how much is it? It is 2,500 USD, 2,500 USD for that Friday at 3 o'clock until Sunday at 1:30. So after 1:30, then we'll take you back to the airport or wherever you would like to go, or you can drive yourself and you can have a great day. You will get a chance to see this beautiful place that we call Arizona. It's very beautiful, very tranquil, very, very much a place where you want to be. All right. All natural foods, clean, organic that we serve. Majority of them are plant-based. We're thinking about, we usually incorporate something light, not too much, but we try to keep people to be in a detox cleansing mode so that their body can get out of the habit, right? If your go-to is a burger, of course, you wouldn't have a burger, because we don't want you to be triggered into that energy that addresses you with, your triggers. That's what we're here for. That's what the sabbatical is, to give your soul a sabbatical, a rest, a chance to come and get loved on and to get touched on. Hey, love. Okay. All is well. So thank you all for being here again. Again, I would like to see a lot of you in the academy. I think you could benefit from that, men and women, to join the academy so we can have conversations with more supportive and advanced. There's somebody who's going to do one about this whole ideal of prophetic, right? That's from like the religious community. And what I do is considered to be prophetic because I'm a seer, right? I can see things, I can hear things. It's all one. It's only one spirit, only one creator, only one essence, only one right source. So he's very good at the mastery of how to position yourself to understand a vision from a dream, and how to understand discernment from just fear-based subconscious thoughts. So it's really good class. Then we're talking, there's going to be one on hypnotherapy. Of course, we're going to do some things on meditation and somatic movement, some things about how to integrate herbs and certain foods into your lifestyle to address it, and also some conflict resolution things within ourselves. Can you please give me a general anything that comes up? I see money right away, and then I saw a person flash me, which is connected to you for a relationship. Let me tell you this: conflict is something that has to happen sometimes when we get too comfortable. Yeah, I see good things coming your way, but you keep falling back into codependency stuff with people and believing people they're going to do things when they're not, because they see you doing so much they can't do nothing. And you got to hold people accountable when they come in your path. You're very brilliant, very resourceful. I like the hair. It looks good on you. But don't get it twisted. You are very much resourceful and very much independent and capable of bringing about, I think this is a business that you're doing, or either you're negotiating a contract with somebody, but it definitely will be successful. Definitely will be successful. Mm-hmm. Just be mindful of how you let people get so involved. You can tell them steps 1, 5, 7, and 9, but you don't have to tell them the other 2, because those are the keys. And if you tell them that, they can run with it. All right. Okay. That's it. Thank you for the feedback. All right, everyone, have a great, 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 great night and a afternoon and morning and all that good stuff, no matter where you are when you're watching this podcast. We'll be back here on Saturday to give out some more. Bring 5 friends, 5 frenemies, 5 people you love. and one stranger and let them know we're here on Spiritually Speaking with Sister Efua. Remember that when things begin to cloud your way, make you feel like you just can't go on, stop. Scream out nice and loud. That's not my reality. And know that it's only a bad dream until you start to believe. Until next time, beautiful ones. Until next time.